In a moment that felt both understated and quietly powerful, Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, stepped into the spotlight on April 15th with a look and a message that royal watchers couldn't ignore. As she arrived at a special viewing of the Defying Limits, Defining Art, 70 Years of the Mouth and Foot Painting Artists exhibition at the Royal Horticultural Halls, her appearance carried more than just elegance. It carried meaning. Dressed in a sharply tailored black blazer, paired with a flowing white pleated midi skirt, Sophie embodied a refined monochrome aesthetic that felt strikingly familiar. The ensemble, elevated by her signature nude patent heels from Jimmy Choo, was not just a fashion choice. It was a subtle nod to the timeless style long associated with Catherine, Princess of Wales. Observers were quick to notice the parallels. The structured blazer, cinched neatly at the waist, paired with a softer, more fluid skirt silhouette, has become something of a signature for Catherine in recent years. She notably embraced this exact balance during high-profile appearances, including the prestigious Order of the Garter service at Windsor Castle, where her polished yet feminine styling drew widespread praise. Now, Sophie appears to be echoing that same visual language. It's not mimicry, it's alignment. At a time when Catherine's public appearances have been more measured, Sophie's sartorial choices feel like a quiet gesture of unity. A visual signal that within the royal family, support doesn't always need words. Sometimes it's communicated through shared style, shared symbolism, and a shared sense of purpose. Fashion stylist Leanne Jones noted the shift immediately, pointing out how this look marks a confident evolution for Sophie. Known for her preference for fuller, patterned dresses, this tailored monochrome ensemble represents a more modern, sharply defined direction. The fitted blazer, in particular, reshapes her silhouette, offering structure and authority, while the flowing skirt softens the overall effect, preserving the Duchess's signature grace. It's a head-turning change, the stylist observed, highlighting how the balance between structure and fluidity creates a look that is both powerful and feminine. And Sophie didn't arrive at this moment in isolation. Just days earlier, she had attended the Reasons for Hope Gala at the Peninsula London, celebrating the extraordinary legacy of Jane Goodall in support of the Jane Goodall Institute, UK. There she embraced a completely different aesthetic, wearing a flowing, nature-inspired gown by Zimmermann, adorned with delicate leaf prints in warm, earthy tones. At the gala, Sophie leaned into softness, storytelling, and environmental symbolism. But at the exhibition, an event celebrating resilience, creativity, and human determination, she chose precision, clarity, and quiet strength. Because in echoing Catherine's style, Sophie isn't just following a trend, she's reinforcing a bond. A sense that even amid changing royal dynamics, there is continuity, there is solidarity, there is, quite simply, understanding. There is something almost effortless about the way Catherine, Princess of Wales, commands attention whenever she steps out in public. Every appearance feels polished, intentional, down to the very last detail. But behind the elegance that has made her a global style icon lies a quiet reality many royal watchers often overlook. Not every fashion choice is entirely her own. For years, Catherine's impeccably tailored coats have become a defining feature of her royal wardrobe. From structured A-line silhouettes to softly flared hems, these pieces are not just stylish, they are strategic. In fact, her coats are rarely removed during engagements, no matter the setting or season. And the reason has far less to do with personal comfort than many might assume. For senior working royals, that translates into carefully curated outfits, designed to maintain a consistent image of dignity and decorum at all times. In practice, this means that long coats, often extending below the knee, are not simply a style preference, but an expectation. Removing them in public, particularly during official engagements, could be perceived as informal or even unladylike by traditional royal standards. As a result, Catherine, now 44, is rarely seen without her outer layer remaining perfectly in place from arrival to departure. The requirements go even further. Each coat must meet the standards set by Buckingham Palace, ensuring that the fabric, length, and overall design align with the monarchy's carefully maintained image.